Taking care of our active duty military and veterans should always be a top priority, especially when they fall on hard times or are afraid to reach out and ask for help.
And there are so many free services out there, particularly in Oakland County. The county aiming to provide veterans, active military, and families with all of the guidance and resources that they need. And we are joined this morning by the Deputy Oakland County Executive, Sean Carlson, from the Oakland County Veterans Services. We have Tyrone Jordan and also Barbara Selden, who is a veteran, who just shared. Am I able to share what you just told me?
Sure.
Because she just told me she's 80 years old, and I'm having a hard time believing that.
I wouldn't.
You didn't know I was going to share that? I was like, you're 80. That's amazing. And you know, you're a veteran of the Army, but Sean, I guess we'll start with you and talk about this Veterans Resource Fair that you have starting tomorrow morning that is really encompassing a lot of resources for veterans.
Yeah, and one of the things Tyrone's been handling that for us from a Veterans Resource Fair, but you know, especially on the eve of Memorial Day coming up here, right? We kick off activities in Novi today recognizing our veterans. So Memorial Day is about recognizing those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And of course, we're going to have over 30 different events across Oakland County recognizing these veterans. But it has to be more than just a one-time, once-a-year event to show our gratitude. The best way to pay respect and honor those that gave the ultimate sacrifice is really how we treat the veterans that walk among us. And in Oakland County, we have 53,000 veterans in Oakland County. That represents 3% of our population, but we have 16 different county employees that provide services, great services. We help them connect them to pensions, finding a VA loan, a GI Bill, finding a job, getting a ride, and whatever they need, and it's really important. And Tyrone, in the Veterans Services Administration, has been doing a fantastic job of leaning in, right? The Coulter administration is about, hey, they have served, now it's our time to serve the veterans. And that has been our motto.
Well, let me ask, Tyrone, let me ask you, because I think we sometimes think, you know, when it comes to veterans getting the services they need and should get, there's always long been this stigma of a lot of red tape involved. And sometimes there's a battle there. Talk about what's happening in Oakland County. And then Barbara will ask you, are you seeing those benefits as they get rid of this red tape?
Well, one of the things the Coulter administration wanted to do was bring the services to the communities. So a person from Wixom wouldn't have to drive to Pontiac, or Hazel Park wouldn't have to drive to Troy. He wanted to actually bring the services to the veterans. So we have a Veterans Resource Fair every month throughout the county, even up in Holly. So we'll have one tomorrow at Farmington Hills, 28600 West 11 Mile.
The Caustic Center.
Yes, yes. And also on the 29th, we'll have it at the Executive Office Building, 2100 Pontiac Lake Road. But they'll get an opportunity to get a $50 Meyer voucher. They'll have an opportunity to talk about benefits and things of that nature. They'll get an Oakland County Parks Pass that expires in 2029.
Oh,
and
right.
also,
Those are valuable.
And a free
golfing, though.
Don't include golfing. One of the things they also will get a voucher to have an overnight stay at a campsite, or free admission to the water park, or to the RV, Holly RV.
And then in addition to that, there's some really needed resources. And Barbara, I'll go to you, because of course all of this free access is amazing, but some additional services that really support the veterans is important as well.
Well, I wanted to mention one that you may have not thought about, and that was with Forgotten Harvest. That comes, and if there's a food or need, they can also get food boxes.
Provide food boxes.
Wonderful food boxes, which is really very good. And Oakland County also helps in supporting that food. But I was the beneficiary of some wonderful benefits from the VA. First of all, when I got out of the military, the first home I ever bought was through the VA. I never knew it was available. When I got out of the military, the GI Bill was available. Wonderful resource. I went from a certification as a dental hygienist to a bachelor's degree to a master's degree to absolute faculty on the school, so I retired an associate professor at the School of Dentistry.
That is
so that's really
all with the
very
help of the
wonderful.
VA.
And she was
But
my
then more than
hygienist
that-
back in the day.
Yeah. That explains her wonderful
But
teeth.
even more than that, right now I volunteer with the resource fair because it's so important to give forward. And more than that, my husband, who is a retired a lieutenant colonel, and he's deceased back in December. But what they did for my family is incredible. There's
You've
so
seen
much information out there that it's hard to pull it all together. And you struggle to know exactly what do I do, where do I go, how can I find, what can I get. But all I had to do was call the Veterans Administration in Oakland County. They hooked me with a young lady named Stephanie Egress.
Yes.
Okay.
And she walked you through all of the
She
different
made me
benefits
an
that are available
appointment,
to you.
and I had to stop thinking. She asked all the right questions that gave me everything was
Yeah.
possible. My husband will now be buried in Arlington Cemetery, and it's so wonderful because she helped me to get all that I needed. So I'm grateful, went to Oakland County. I'm grateful to my friends that I have made because of that.
Yeah.
And I would give even more if I had it because they're so
That's what
wonderful.
it's all about.
Yeah, and hopefully more people can get that direct kind of help and those results. The next fair, by the way, is tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Costic Center, 28600 West 11 Mile Road in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
But it's nice to have that one-stop shop, as she just mentioned.
Yeah.
You're trying to make it easy so that
That's
people
right.
know how to find the people
In their
that
community.
will, in their
And
community.
accomplished within 2 weeks what people struggle for years. There are a lot of benefits out there that people are not receiving. And I'm going to mention last
Simply
that
'cause they don't know.
silent person, the female veteran. They're not absolutely unaware, and I'm not sure if they want to be known.
Well,
But
you're
we
a
need
great
to
voice
reach
for
out to
them
them,
this morning.
harness them in.
And thanks so much for being here, guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
And
Very
for
important to
your
get out there.
service. And we didn't mention it, but Sean also a veteran of the Army and the Air Force. So
That's right.
Good stuff, guys.
you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in.